This is Africa. James Earl Jones, one of America's most revered actors, was born on January 17, 1931, in Acapulco, Mississippi, United States of America. Known for his powerful voice and commanding presence, Jones has made a lasting impact on film, television, and theater over the course of his long career. His distinctive voice, particularly as Darth Vader in Star Wars and Mufasa in The Lion King, is recognized worldwide, and his career is celebrated for its remarkable versatility, spanning multiple genres and mediums. Throughout his life, Jones broke new ground for African American actors, earned numerous prestigious awards, and became an enduring symbol of excellence in the performing arts. He passed away on September 9th, 2024, at the age of 93. James L. Jones was born to Robert L. Jones, an actor and boxer, and Ruth Jones, a teacher and maid. However, his father abandoned the family shortly after his birth. Jones was primarily raised by his maternal grandparents in Jackson, Michigan. The move to Michigan was a pivotal event for Jones, but his early childhood was marked by a traumatic experience. He developed a severe stutter that rendered him nearly mute for several years. His reluctance to speak in public shaped much of his early life and nearly derailed what would become one of the most iconic voices in entertainment history. It was only through the encouragement of a high school teacher, Donald Crouch, that Jones began to overcome his stutter. Crouch urged him to recite his own poetry aloud. Through this practice, Jones slowly regained confidence in his speaking ability. This experience also sparked his interest in acting, a pursuit that would define the rest of his life. Jones initially enrolled at the University of Michigan with plans to study medicine, but quickly shifted his focus to drama. He eventually left school to serve in the United States Army during the Korean War, though he never saw combat. Upon returning, Jones completed his studies and decided to pursue acting professionally, a choice that would lead him to Broadway and eventually to Hollywood. After completing his education, Jones began his acting career in New York, initially working in small roles. In 1957, he made his Broadway debut in the play Sunrise at Campobello, a production about Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Though his role was minor, it marked the beginning of a career that would lead him to become a significant figure in American theater. Jones spent much of the early 1960s honing his craft in stage productions, often taking on Shakespearean roles. His rich, resonant voice and commanding presence made him an ideal actor for the works of Shakespeare, and he gained recognition for his portrayals of characters like Othello and King Lear. In 1964, Jones performed the title role in Othello at the Shakespeare Festival in Central Park, a performance that earned him critical acclaim. This role marked a turning point in his career, signaling his ability to take on both classical and contemporary roles. In 1969, Jones made his first major impact on the film industry by starring in The Great White Hope, a film based on the life of African-American boxing champion Jack Johnson. Jones had already portrayed the role on stage, and his transition to the screen earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. The film, which tackled issues of race, fame, and discrimination, cemented Jones's reputation as one of the leading actors of his generation. Throughout the 1970s, Jones continued to balance his work in theater with roles in film and television. He appeared in a variety of productions, including the films Claudine, released in 1974, The Man in 1972, and Dr. Strangelove in 1964, in which he had a small but memorable role as Lieutenant Lothar Zog. However, it was his role as the voice of Darth Vader in the Star Wars saga that truly propelled him to international fame. Despite not physically appearing on screen as Darth Vader, Jones's voice brought the character to life, making him one of the most iconic villains in film history. His deep, authoritative tone became synonymous with menacing presence of the Sith Lord. Although Jones was initially uncredited for the role in Star Wars: A New Hope, released in 1977, his contribution was undeniable, and he went on to voice the character in The Empire Strikes Back, released in 1980, and Return of the Jedi in 1983. During this period, Jones also made significant strides in television. In 1977, he starred in the miniseries Roots: The Next Generations, and won a Daytime Emmy for his role in the children's show Sesame Street. His deep, distinctive voice made him a sought-after actor for voice-over work, and he lent his voice to numerous projects, including commercials and documentaries. Jones's film career continued to flourish in the 1980s. He starred in Conan the Barbarian in 1982 alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger, and in 1987 he earned another wave of critical acclaim for his portrayal of Troy Maxson in August Wilson's Pulitzer Prize-winning play Fences. His performance as a former baseball player turned garbage collector struggling with his family relationships earned him a Tony Award for Best Actor in a Play. During this decade, Jones also appeared in several other successful films, including Coming to America, released in 1988, where he played the regal King Jaffe Joffa, and Field of Dreams in 1989, in which he starred alongside Kevin Costner. His role in Field of Dreams, a film about baseball and redemption, became one of his most beloved performances. In the 1990s, James Earl Jones solidified his place in pop culture with one of his most iconic roles, the voice of Mufasa in Disney's The Lion King, released in 1994. Mufasa, the wise and noble father of Simba, became one of the most beloved characters in animation, thanks in large part to Jones's powerful and heartfelt vocal performance. The role introduced his voice to a new generation and cemented his legacy as one of the greatest voice actors in the industry. He was also the dramatic voice behind CNN's tagline, "This is CNN," which is what has inspired my intro to this channel. In addition to The Lion King, Jones continued to voice Darth Vader in various Star Wars projects, including Star Wars Rebels and Rogue One, a Star Wars story released in 2016. His ability to bring gravitas and authority to characters through his voice made him an enduring figure in science fiction and animation. Jones remained active in television throughout the 1990s, starring in the series Gabriel's Fire, which ran from 1990 to 1991, a role that earned him an Emmy Award. He also appeared in the legal drama Pros and Cons, which ran from 1991 to 1992, and received another Emmy nomination for his role in the series Under One Roof, released in 1995. His work on television continued to garner praise, and he made guest appearances on popular shows like Law and Order and Frasier. Beyond his work and television appearances, James Earl Jones continued to be a major force on the stage. He starred in a Broadway revival of On Golden Pond in 2005, earning critical acclaim for his performance. In 2008, he took on the role of Big Daddy in an all-African-American production of Tennessee Williams's Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, which played on Broadway and later in London's West End. In 2002, Jones was honored with the prestigious Kennedy Center Honors, a testament to his immense contributions to American culture. During the ceremony, President George W. Bush humorously acknowledged Jones's unmistakable voice, joking that Jones had the most recognizable voice in America. As Jones entered his later years, his career showed no signs of slowing down. He continued to appear in both stage and film productions, including a critically acclaimed revival of Driving Miss Daisy in 2010, where he starred opposite Vanessa Redgrave. The production was so successful that it transferred to London's West End in 2011, where Jones continued to receive rave reviews. In 2011, James Earl Jones received an honorary Academy Award for his lifetime achievements in film. Although he had been nominated for an Oscar early in his career for The Great White Hope, this honorary award recognized the full scope of his contributions to the film industry over several decades. Throughout the 2010s, Jones remained active in both television and film. He reprised his voice roles as Darth Vader for Star Wars Rebels and made a cameo appearance in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker in 2019. He also voiced Mufasa once again for Disney's 2019 live-action adaptation of The Lion King, directed by Jon Favreau. In 2017, Jones was awarded a special Tony Award for Lifetime Achievement in the Theatre. This honor was particularly meaningful as Broadway had been such an integral part of his career. The same year, he was honored as a Disney legend, solidifying his legacy within the Disney family for his work on The Lion King. In 2022, James Earl Jones announced his retirement from the role of Darth Vader, a character he had voiced for over 4 decades. However, he signed an agreement with Lucasfilm, allowing the studio to use archival recordings of his voice, ensuring that Darth Vader's iconic voice would continue to be a part of the Star Wars universe through advanced technology. Jones's retirement marked the end of an era for both him and his fans, but his influence on the entertainment industry remained undeniable. Throughout his career, Jones received numerous accolades, including 2 Primetime Emmy Awards, a Grammy Award, a Golden Globe Award, and the National Medal of Arts awarded to him by President George H.W. Bush in 1992. James Earl Jones's contributions to theater, film, and television are immeasurable. He broke barriers for African American actors at a time when opportunities were limited, and his deep, resonant voice became one of the most recognizable in entertainment history. His versatility as an actor, combined with his ability to bring depth and gravitas to any role, made him a beloved figure both on and off the screen. Beyond his professional achievements, James Earl Jones was known for his humility, kindness, and dedication to his craft. He never allowed fame to change him and remained grounded throughout his life. His impact on the performing arts, particularly in terms of representation and voice acting, will continue to be felt for generations to come. Jones's death on September 9th, 2024, marked the end of a remarkable life, but his legacy as one of America's greatest actors endures. His work as Darth Vader, Mufasa, and on the stage will remain timeless, reminding future audiences of his extraordinary talent and the profound impact he had on the world of entertainment. Gone, but will never, ever be forgotten. Respect.
Son. Yes, my father.
Said he's going up, going up.
Remember what I told you.
Sahara in the sky.
I'm going to die now.
Oh, yes, he is.
Come now, Father. Everything is going to...
Oh, please, don't leave us. Take us instead. Take us on that midnight train. From some on the midnight train.